Hello children, welcome back to your social class. I am your social teacher Aisha. Children, in previous class we started with fundamental rights and duties, where we completed all our fundamental rights. We learned all our fundamental rights. Now we are going to start with fundamental duties. Okay, you all know the duties will come along with rights. If you have the rights, then you have the duty for that. Right children? If you want to have your food, then you have to make sure that you have to prepare the food and have it. This is your right and it is your duty. No. So what are all the fundamental duties we should follow? We must follow the rules laid down in the constitution. Whatever the rules are there in the constitution book, in the rule book or in the law book, we have to follow. So first thing will be the follow. We have to follow the constitutional rules. Second, we must honor the national flag and national anthem. Obviously, we have to salute the national flag, and whenever the national anthem is going on, we have to stand in attention position and we have to give honor and respect to our national flag as well as national anthem. So second is the respect for national flag and national anthem. Third, we must treat all Indians equal. We are all Indians, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, these are all Indians. We have to treat everyone equal. No boy, no girl, no old man, no young child, no caste, no religion, no one basis of color. You are black, I am white, you are brown, I am dark. No. Every Indian should be treated equally. No discrimination should be done with any of the Indians. So, third one is equality, treating equally. Promote harmony and brotherhood amongst the people of India. Harmony means living in peace, children. No making a group of people, and if you don't like anything, going and putting a protest over there, causing scenes in front of everyone. No, this should not be done. So we have to promote our harmony as well as brotherhood. Brotherhood means we should be unity. We should not be discriminating. We should be in unity. So you have to promote harmony as well as peace. Promoting harmony and brotherhood. Then, protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, river and wildlife. First of all, we have to preserve our water. We have to preserve the trees. Apart from what has given us such a beautiful nature, it has been balanced, eco-nature, balancing the nature. We have to protect it. We have to stop deforestation and we have to start afforestation. Okay, you have already learned about Chipko movement, everything. You have learned how many people were with the forest. You know, recently in one of the states they were going to cut so much of forest. They wanted to take the forest out of the place itself. But many people, they came and they supported this. So even you have to support our environment. Even you have to take care of our environment. You should not destroy the rivers, Ganga, the polluted river, we will say. Though it has been sacred as a goddesses, still we pollute the river. We have to preserve it. We have to protect the river from the pollution. Okay. Develop a scientific attitude. Don't be an old traditional. We have to always have a scientific attitude. Go for a modernization. Learn the books. See how much our country we have reached till the moon. See how much scientifically we have been developed, and we have to provide the attitude of a scientific, not like a traditional background. Okay, have your thinking improvement in that. Ensure the education of our children between the age of 6 to 14 years. Only we should not read the duties children we have left. Make sure if you see any child working in any labor type, any hotel or any construction site, say them to at least study at the age of 14. Okay, you have lot of centers for this. You have all these Anganwadis, Shishu Kendra, everything you have. Say your parents to go and report it there. See, this child is working here. He or she has to work at least study at the age of 14. First let them study, then they work. Okay. Ensure you have to give your at least some percent so that they can complete their education at the age of 14. So first of all, you have to protect promoting harmony, then protect environment. Develop a scientific attitude. Education from the age of 6 to 14. At least they have to finish at 10th, 9th or 10th. We must protect our country in case of external danger. This means children, if any foreign countries are trying to attack our country, we have to protect, we have to get ready at any cost to save our country from the other danger, that is external dangers. Okay, and maybe some terrorist attack, maybe some other attack, we have to get ready and we have to protect our country from other dangers. How can you help here? Means if you find any suspicious thing, like any bag that no one is claiming that bag in railway station or bus station or near any park, if you are finding any suspicion, no one is taking the bag they have left over there, then you can protect our country by informing the adults over there. Okay, that see that bag is lying out from somewhere, no one is coming and claiming it, but you should not go and touch anything, children. The thing which doesn't belong to you, you should never go and touch. If you see that something is suspicious, go and inform the adults. Okay, but you don't go near it, and out of curiosity, don't go and touch anything which is not yours. Okay. So this was the fundamental duties, and you must practice non-violence, hitting, beating, fighting. This and all is a non-violence. Okay, these are all the violence. Hitting, beating, fighting, these are all violence. So always practice non-violence. Talk with words, talk with your mouth properly. Okay. We must take care of public property. We have monuments, we have heritages and all. We have to take care of it. Okay, these are all our public property. It's not our private property to be destroyed. It's a public property to be taken care of. Okay. Then we have, I hope you have got this, children. Then you have directive principles of state policy. The Constitution has laid some important principles of the government to follow. These principles are fundamental to the governance of the country. It is a duty of state to apply these principles. So the Constitution has applied some duties to everyone. So it should be laid followed. These are called directive principles. Okay, it is a duty of the state to apply this principle while making laws. So now the Constitution has made some duties and laws. That laws should be implied by the state government. Our Karnataka government should be employed. It is in the directives of principles of the state policy. What are the state policy? Directive state principles of state policy we will read now. Providing proper living condition for all citizens. So all the citizens should be having proper living condition. In the sense, if there are proper electricity, providing better living conditions for all the citizens. Citizens in the sense we are all Indian citizens, right? We are all citizens. So providing living conditions with proper facilities, like if they are sick, they should have health care centers. The children should have the schools, government colleges are there, roads, airways, water, electricity, these all should be provided. Ensuring that some people do not become rich by exploiting others. Yes, you should not eat some others' money. They are doing the hard work, but instead of paying them, we are keeping the money and becoming rich is not at all good. Okay, so government has to take care of the measure of that. They are not exploiting. They are not exploiting the poor people, and they are not becoming rich by themselves. Improving the conditions of weaker sections of society such as belong to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. These are all two weaker sections in our society, children. For them reservations are being made, so that reservation should be upheld. Okay, if that caste should have their reservation and it should be given to them. Government should give work to all. They have to start at least some work. Unemployment is a major cause of our country which we are lacking very backward. So government at least they have to start something employment that everyone starts to work. Manrega, this and all are the employment opportunities. Education should be given compulsory. Yes, education should be given compulsory from the age of 6 to 14 years until the child at least he passes his 10th. At least that much education should every children have. At least he should learn his name. He should know which area he is in, what are the areas. At least that much a child should know. The government should promote equal justice and provide free legal aid to the poor. You are poor, you won't get any justice. If anything happened, anything in your family, you won't get any justice because you are poor? Definitely not. Government has to take care of it. He is poor, so no justice for him is a big no. Even he has to get that justice and even others also has to get that justice. Government should take care about this. The government should promote cottage industries on an individual or cooperative level in rural areas. Yes, in villages, rural is nothing but as villages, children. Government should provide at least some of the like papad business, achar business, okay, or if some other like weaving the basket, or weaving some cloths, or stitching some cloths for the garments, like this type of industries government should ensure. Anganwadis, this and all, at least they will get some money to earn themselves and it will be a good for our country also, improving. The government should promote the principle equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Yes, should be, in previous class also I said, if a man gets 500 rupees, same amount should be given to the woman. It's not that man does hard work and giving him 500, woman gets 400, 300, no. Government should pay the wages or should take care of the wages. If this person is getting 500, same other person also should get 500 itself. So, this is the duties are taken by the government. Fine, children, this we have finished our state government. So there are just 3 mains of our exercises. We'll finish it off. Fill the blanks. First one. Our country was ruled by the dash before 15th August 1947 by the British. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was a dash of the Constituent Assembly President. Our constitution defines the goals and dash to be followed by the citizens of India. Rights and duties. Indian Constitution in which was drafted by the Constituent Assembly Preamble. Next means all people are equal in the eyes of law. True or false? True. Yes, they are equal in the eyes of law. There should be discrimination. Children, here in front of discrimination add BEB. On the basis of caste, color or religion, false. The rights of the citizens are known as fundamental rights. Fundamental duties, false. They are known as fundamental rights. Duties without rights and rights without duties have no meaning, true. All religions are to be treated equally by the government, true. So take the correct answer. 26th January celebrated as Republic Day, option C. Our constitution gives us the right to choose any profession. In which year was fundamental rights suspended by the government of India? 1975, emergency, okay. Free and compulsory education up to the age of 14. Then we have the following. Republic Day, it's 26th January, is the first Prime Minister of India. Rajendra Prasad, first President. Independence Day 15th August. Secularism, freedom to practice any religion. So answer is 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. I want everyone to practice this, children. Okay. Please write the answer and go through the textbook once. Okay. Any doubt? We will definitely meet with our interactive session, children. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.